Hey Libra, welcome back. It is Gigi with Soul Intuitive, and this is your weekly tarot scope for Sunday, August 13th through Saturday, August 19th. Sunday, August 13th through Saturday, August 19th. And y'all are already talking. Let's see what we got going on for Libra. Hopefully everybody's having a really, really, really good week so far, or weekend so far, since it's currently Sunday. Some of you all may have car problems this week. You really need to look at either figuring out what it will cost you to fix the problem and to fix whatever other issue is going on so you don't have to continuously fix problems. I feel like you're behind the gun here. Like, you're always having to fix something. You're not ahead of it. So if there's maintenance that you need to have done on your car, you need to make sure you're getting the maintenance done. Otherwise, it's going to keep tearing up. And I know that requires money. Some of y'all need to pay attention to the time that you are spending and the money that you are also spending, because it could be going to something else that you actually need. Some of you, okay, let's just start off the week. There's a new moon, like I stated, on Wednesday. I feel like some of you are battling to find your footing in order to balance out your life. Like, you are struggling to do that. You're struggling to find balance in work and home, or how to manage the two, right? It's always someone is poorly dressed. I don't even know where that came from, but one of y'all needs to pay attention, because you're walking outside looking a mess. And the reason why you are walking outside looking a mess is because you're in your head. Like, you're not even paying attention to the regular shit that's going on, which is also probably why your car is jacked up too. It is leading me to say that it is a mental, you're really struggling with this mentally to be able to balance home and work life. And it's okay. Let me start by saying that. At some point, we've all had challenges in balancing work and home life. I think for some of you all, what will help with that is writing out what you need to do family-wise, writing out what your work hours are, and then figuring out where your time is being spent, right? Wherever let's just say you got a 40-hour work week. Let's just say that you got to make sure you pick the kids up, get your wife or your significant other together, help them do whatever else around the house. I feel you have all the time that you need in order to do these things. You are just mismanaging your time. That's what it is. You're mismanaging your time. So it's okay, because we've all done it, right? It's okay, but you got to get back to basics. Write it down. Start there. And then where you write it, see if you can build a schedule for yourself and stick to the schedule. Stick to the schedule, because it gives you peace of mind in being able to manage your life, right? And to be able to manage your children, and to be able to manage your family, and to be able to manage work. Stick to the schedule, but start slow. Write everything out that you need to get done, family and work-wise, right? Look at a calendar. Look at the time slots for your calendar. Play with your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, use your phone if you don't want to write it on paper, but do it that way as well, so that way you have visibility to where your time is going and what you're spending your time on. That rolls us into paying attention to our money, and paying attention to our transportation, and making sure that we have certain things taken care of. The reason why I am calling out to you that you need to pay attention to these things is because midweek, this Three of Swords pops up. And this Three of Swords is betrayal. It's heartbreak. Now, I'm not saying that this is happening for you or this is going to come to you. What I'm saying to you is that if you have the opportunity to alleviate some of this, and make your life more structured and more peaceful, why would you not do it? You don't want a spouse on one end or a significant other on one end saying you full of shit and you're not doing what you're supposed to do in X, Y, and Z. I'm saying all this to you because I can physically hear this conversation in my head. Somebody is saying this to somebody. Like, you are not here. You are not doing X, Y, and Z. You are not showing up here. You're not doing this. Well, if that person is telling you the truth, you may hear that this week. You really may hear that. But what I'm saying to you is that it's not that it cannot be resolved. It's just that you got to do your work. You got to look at your schedule and see where you're planning and what you're not planning and do what you need to do to fix it, to resolve it. It's fixable. You can do this. You just have to get a little more organized and get a little more structured. The King of Wands pops up for you this week as well. And remember, this Three of Swords is on that new moon. It's on the day of the new moon, or roughly around that time frame, right? That King of Wands pops up for you too, saying that you are trying to make it work on your job. Like you're trying to excel and exceed at your job. And guess what? You are doing just that. You are doing that. You are moving in the correct direction. You're moving in the correct direction, and there may even be an opportunity for you to get an advancement and to make some more money, which could help alleviate for some of this time issue at the front side of this week. The Lover's card comes up closer towards the close of this week. You may be meeting new people, meeting new friends, and or connecting with a new love. Yeah, connecting with a new love. And I feel like it may be a fire sign. So think Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, something like that. Think that. It might be that. Overall, this is a good reading for those of us who need a little more structure and a little more candor and a little more insight into what's going on. You just have to restructure some things, Libra. You got this. You can do this. Let's pull from the Psychic Tarot to see what else Spirit has to say to us for this week. Some other things that we need to pay attention to. All of those are not yours. Sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that. It's not yours. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. All right. So I know the Shadow card came out first. So we'll grab that one. This was the second one. So it's movement, choices, and decisions. Rest and rejuvenate. Transformation. And then power. So I want you to pay attention to something. Balancing out your light and dark side, where you ain't got time to where you do have time, but learning how to balance it out. You balance the internal with the external, right? And you learn to manage that. This card shows up for you this week to tell you that it's all about your movements, choices, and decisions, and you can balance it. You can do this. That will also require you to structure your rest to make sure that you are rejuvenated for the tasks that you have ahead. So going to bed on time is going to be important for y'all. Waking up on time is also going to be important for y'all because you're looking to restructure your time and what you do with it. The number 13 card, the transformation card, comes up for you, which also says to me that if you implement some sort of scheduling, guess what? You'll be able to stick to it. And last but certainly not least is the power card, which tells me that sticking to your guns, writing out a schedule, getting on point brings you everything that you want and puts you in a powerful position. That's all I have for you this week, Libra. Be sure to come back and see me, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, you honor me by being present. I honor you by being present. Ashe and peace.